I'm Laura Trevelyan and this is BBC World News America. Russia is advancing in eastern Ukraine as Ukraine's leader calls on Western allies to send weapons now. There's fierce fighting in the battle for Severodonetsk as Ukraine's grip on the strategic eastern city seems to weaken. We have a special report.
This is a deliberate tactic. Bomb, shell, burn, and leave nothing but scorched earth.
President Trump's former Attorney General testifies that his boss became detached from reality as he made false claims of voter fraud. Police in Brazil deny local reports that the bodies of a missing journalist and indigenous expert have been found in the Amazon. A BBC investigation reveals how children in Malawi are being exploited to make racist videos, which are shared on Chinese social media. Scientists plan to sequence the genomes of all forms of life in Britain, which could transform our understanding of the natural world. Welcome to World News America on PBS and around the globe. We start tonight with a special report revealing the slow but steady progress of Russian forces in eastern Ukraine. Russian troops seemed close to capturing the city of Severodonetsk, which would be a major victory in the eastern Donbass region. President Zelensky has called again for Western allies to send advanced missile defense systems to help Ukraine's army. Our international correspondent, Orla Guerin, sent this report. Now, bogus, silly, rubbish, idiotic. All words used today by Bill Barr, the former Attorney General for Donald Trump, to describe his boss's claims that the 2020 election was stolen from him. The Congressional Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the US Capitol held a second public hearing today, in which Trump campaign advisors and staff testified they repeatedly told the former president there was no evidence to support his claim of voter fraud. Joining us now is the BBC's Nomia Iqbal. So, Nomia, we had this whole parade of Trump advisors, legal advisors, all saying the same thing, that the president's wild claims of voter fraud just weren't true. So what is the committee trying to underline exactly? We'll see whether it can survive the lobbying by the gun lobby. Nomia, thanks so much for joining us. Well, on Wall Street, the benchmark US stock index, the S&P 500, was down 3.9% at the close on Monday, plunging into what's called bear market territory. That's a 20% fall from the high in January. It follows a similar trend around the world, as markets in Europe and Asia also tumbled, as high inflation and low economic growth continue to cloud global economic forecasts. Well, to Brazil now, where the brother-in-law of the missing UK journalist says Brazilian diplomats told him the bodies of Dom Phillips and Bruno Pereira had been found, contradicting a federal police statement denying that. Late on Sunday, the Brazilian authorities said belongings, including a rucksack and boots, had been found at a site in the Javari Valley. The searches continue, as our South America correspondent Katie Watson now reports from the region. Britain's government has published controversial plans to cancel parts of the Brexit deal it agreed with the EU. Britain's Prime Minister wants to change what's called the Northern Ireland Protocol to make it easier for some goods to move between mainland Britain and Northern Ireland. The EU says that plan is unacceptable as it breaks international law. The White House called on the UK and Europe to get back to the negotiating table. The proposed changes to the protocol are deeply divisive in Northern Ireland itself, as our Ireland correspondent Emma Vardy now reports. Now, a BBC investigation has revealed how children in Malawi are exploited to make personalised videos which sometimes include racist content. The videos are then shared via Chinese social media. BBC Africa Eye tracked down one prolific Chinese video producer who's used very young children from Malawi to make and sell thousands of videos. Renako Selina filed this report, and a warning: it contains language that some viewers may find distressing and upsetting. Well, following on from that shocking report, we received a statement from the government of Malawi, who told the BBC they've launched an investigation into the claims made in the film and will not tolerate abuse against Malawian children, calling what's been uncovered an insult to the nation. Now to what's probably the most ambitious project ever undertaken in the field of biology. Scientists plan to sequence the genomes of all forms of life in the British Isles, estimated to be 70,000 species. This could transform how we understand the natural world. and there could be benefits for humans in search of medicines and materials inspired by nature. Our science editor, Rebecca Morell, has more. What we can learn from badgers and crabs. And remember, you can find much more on all the day's news at our website. And you can always find me on Twitter. I'm at Laura Trevelyan. Thank you so much for watching BBC World News America, and have a great evening.
Hello again. The main story in Europe is we've got something of a heatwave building across Western